Every journey to greatness begins not with the loud fanfare of recognition, but with the quiet whisper of a decision that echoes through the noise of doubt, fear, and resistance. That decision is a promise to oneself, a declaration made not to the world, but to the person in the mirror. I'm going to win. These words are not arrogant, they are not delusional, they are not spoken in vain, they are a vow to fight, to strive, to fall and rise again, because winning isn't a moment. Winning is a mindset. Too many people believe winning is only reserved for the chosen few, the lucky, the naturally gifted, or those born into opportunity. That's not true. Winning is earned by those who choose to believe in themselves when no one else will. It's the product of quiet mornings, late nights, relentless discipline, and the courage to endure setbacks. It's not found in trophies or medals. It's found in resilience. It's found in grit. It's found in your willingness to keep going when everything in you says to quit. When I say, I'm going to win, I'm not saying life will go exactly the way I want it to. I'm not saying I'll never lose. I'm not saying I won't suffer failure, heartbreak, or disappointment. I'm saying I will not be defeated. I'm saying I will rise above the doubt, navigate through the fear, and take one more step even when I don't feel like it. I'm saying I will do the work even when no one sees it, no one applauds it, and no one understands it. I will plant the seed, I will water it, and I will trust the process, even if the harvest doesn't come immediately. Winning, at its core, is about overcoming the inner enemy, the voice inside that tells you you're not good enough, strong enough, smart enough, or worthy enough. That voice is a liar. You are capable, you are powerful, you are built for something more, but you will never know it until you decide to show up again and again and again. Showing up is winning, trying again is winning. Learning from failure is winning. Believing in yourself when the results aren't showing yet. That is winning. Every person who has ever achieved something remarkable started with uncertainty. They faced fear. They battled resistance, but they made a choice. Not a magical choice that made everything easy, but a meaningful one that made everything possible. They chose to believe that winning was possible for them. And then they backed that belief with action. Consistent, deliberate action. I'm going to win doesn't mean I expect perfection. It means I commit to persistence. It means I understand that my purpose is greater than my pain. It means I see the long game, not just the short results. It means I've decided that failure is no longer something to fear, it's something to use, something to grow from, something to build upon, because failure is not the opposite of winning, it is the path to it. We are not defined by our circumstances, we are defined by our responses. Life will challenge you, test you, break you down. But if you stand up, if you fight back, if you believe that this moment is not the end of your story, then you are already winning. Every scar becomes a lesson, every setback becomes a setup for a greater comeback, and every no brings you closer to your yes, if you keep going. So let this be the declaration of your soul, not just for today, but every day. Let it be the reason you rise from bed, the fire behind your efforts, and the anchor in your storms. Let it guide your actions, influence your choices, and transform your doubts into discipline. You don't need to wait for someone else to validate you. You don't need permission to pursue your dreams. You don't need guarantees. What you need is a decision to show up, a decision to keep going, a decision to look in the mirror and say, I'm going to win. Because when you believe that with everything inside of you, when you wake up with that conviction, act with that intention, and live with that purpose, you don't just play the game, you change it. Winning is not loud. It doesn't need to announce itself. It's quiet. It's humble. It's in the repetition of good habits. It's in doing the little things that no one sees and few respect. Yet that's where strength is built. It's in the late nights of work while others sleep. It's in the early mornings of effort while others make excuses. The people who win are not necessarily the ones with the best circumstances. They are the ones with the best commitment. Talent might open the first door, but consistency opens all the others. You have to realize that the battlefield is not out there. It's in here, in your mind, in your will. You will be tempted to quit. You will be tempted to doubt yourself. You will wonder if it's all worth it. And in those moments, you must remember why you started. Not every day will be full of motivation. That's why you need discipline. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Winners understand that the feelings will follow the actions. The fire will come after the spark of movement. There will be days where nothing seems to go right. Days where you question your path. Days where the results don't match the effort. But what separates those who win from those who don't is simple. They keep going. They fall in love with the process. They trust the journey, even when the road is full of detours. They understand that every step, even the painful ones, are building something greater. They may not see the full picture yet, but they know what they're building matters. When you say, "I'm going to win," you're not just declaring an outcome. You're making a promise to endure. You're saying that no matter what happens, no matter how long it takes, you will keep showing up. You will not give up on yourself. You will not let fear win. You will not be broken by criticism. You will turn every "you can't" into a "watch me." You will stand up after every fall with even more purpose than before, because that's what winners do. They don't just rise, they rise stronger. One of the greatest truths about winning is that it doesn't require permission. You don't have to wait for someone to open a door for you. You can build your own door. You can carve out your own space. The world may try to tell you where you belong, but you don't have to listen. Winners are made the moment they stop seeking approval and start trusting their own vision. It takes courage to do something new. It takes bravery to be different, but that's where greatness lies, on the edge of comfort and deep in the heart of risk. The people who win are the ones who outlast their doubt. They know that every expert was once a beginner. Every master was once confused. Every legend once questioned whether they had what it took, but they didn't stop. They didn't let insecurity decide their destiny. They leaned in, they worked harder, they studied more, they got back up more times than they got knocked down, and eventually they earned something more valuable than applause. They earned their own respect. No matter where you are right now, whether you're just beginning or you've been grinding for years, if you haven't quit, you are winning. If you're still waking up with fight in your heart, if you're still dreaming, still trying, still believing even a little, that's the seed of victory growing inside you. Don't underestimate what that little spark can do when fueled by time, effort, and commitment. One small act of belief repeated daily can transform your life. Don't waste energy comparing your journey to someone else's highlight reel. What you see in others is the product of years you didn't witness. You don't know their struggles, their scars, or the quiet nights they almost gave up. Focus on your race, own your path. Your story will be different. That's what makes it powerful. You are not here to replicate someone else's success. You are here to create your own, and remember, winning is not just about beating others. It's about beating who you were yesterday. It's about becoming more focused, more intentional, more aligned with your purpose. It's about sharpening your mind, your skills, and your resolve. It's about becoming someone you're proud of. If you do that, if you choose growth every day, then you've already won, regardless of what the scoreboard says. Doubt will come, that's a guarantee, but let doubt be a signal, not that you're on the wrong path, but that you're doing something that matters. Doubt only shows up when you're aiming for something higher. It's a test of commitment. Will you back down, or will you stand up stronger? Winners stare doubt in the face and say, "You're not stronger than my reason. You're not louder than my why." The truth is, not everyone will understand your drive. Some will think you're crazy, others will criticize, some will mock your effort, call you obsessed, say you're wasting your time, but they don't see what you see. They don't feel what you feel. They don't understand that this isn't just a goal, it's a calling. When you're built to win, it's not about ego, it's about alignment. It's about answering that quiet voice inside you that says, "This is what I'm meant to do." You have to be willing to live differently if you want different results. That means sacrificing things others hold dear: comfort, distraction, approval. That means embracing things others avoid: pain, patience, uncertainty. That means becoming someone who doesn't just chase comfort, but someone who chases growth. You can't have both. Winners choose growth again and again and again. It won't always make sense in the moment, but every delay, every detour, every disappointment is shaping something in you. It's not punishment. It's preparation, it's building resilience, it's teaching you discipline, it's carving out the kind of character that lasts, because the goal isn't just to get the win, it's to become someone who can handle it, sustain it, and multiply it. I'm going to win means you refuse to live a life of regret. You refuse to be the one who says, "What if I had tried?" or "What if I hadn't given up?" You refuse to be the one who buried their dreams beneath fear. You're going to win because you choose courage, you choose action, you choose to keep showing up. Every day you get up, every step you take, every small win you claim, it all counts. You may not be where you want to be yet, but you are on the way. Progress, not perfection. Effort, not excuses. Ownership, not blame. Those are the choices that winners make. You are not a victim of your life. You are the author. So write your story the way it deserves to be written, with blood, sweat, passion, and unshakable belief. The moment you commit to the words, "I'm going to win," you begin walking a different path. You're no longer driven by fear. You're driven by purpose. You stop asking, "What if I fail?" and start asking, "What if I never try?" You begin to realize that this isn't just about you. It's about everyone who's watching, everyone who's depending on your courage to light their own fire. Because when one person dares to rise, they create a ripple effect that gives others permission to rise too. And when you win, not just on the outside, but on the inside, you show others that it's possible, that the dream is not too far, that the pain is not too permanent, that the journey, though brutal, is worth every single step. So don't slow down, don't apologize for your ambition, don't shrink to make others comfortable. Stand tall, stand proud, stand firm in your decision. This is not just a statement, it is your standard. This is not just about results, it's about resolve, and if you ever forget how far you've come, if you ever doubt your strength, just go back to those 4 powerful words, say them again, say them louder. Say them until your soul believes them and your actions reflect them. I'm going to win, not someday. Now, not if when, because you were not born to be average. You were born to be a force, a light, a leader, a champion. And as long as there's breath in your lungs and fire in your heart, your story isn't over. It's just getting started, so rise, because you are going to win.